Welcome to the Yonkers show. This is episode number 13. We got a very special guest here today, one of my friends from undergrad, and I'm going to allow her to introduce herself.
Hi, I am Bree. I went to Prairie View A&M University. From Houston, Texas, born and raised. Currently in nursing school, and I work in patient care assistant in the greater Houston area.
Cool. So, Bree has a lot more personality than that. It's just that she's kind of nervous right now because it's the first time. I met Bree when I was a junior in undergrad. We've been cool ever since. Bree, she is in nursing school right now. She was a Black Fox at Prairie View. Shout out to the Foxes. What else did you do in undergrad?
Collegiate 100, Purple Jackets. Assisting with the band, Tau Beta Sigma. Oh yes.
Whole lot of cool.
Getting active in undergrad.
Very active in undergrad. She's also
a member of Alpha Kappa Alpha sorority.
You feel me? I'll be holding it down for the home team. I don't date the K's, but this the homie. I promise this is gonna be the first and last one on this show. But
what's wrong with the K's? Bad experiences.
This is a great way to start the show. Ooh. My family is full of women in AKA, and I have a lot of very colorful experiences with them being in my family. And when you know enough information, you don't want to deal with stuff like that personally. Aww. I just like to keep it friends. Just keep it cool. Let's keep the work going, because I don't need a headache.
The K's are wholesome.
Well, they whatever they want to be. And it's crazy because there's some out there that's gonna be like, you lying. Hey, look, what was the past was the past.
We grow.
Yeah, that's what I like. I don't want no poison ivy with the freaking frog. The homie Chelsea over there in the corner hiding, she like being the producer. I put her on the spot because she definitely contributed to this conversation.
She sure did.
Yeah, and she got a good personality and perspective, but she don't want to be on camera.
Camera shot.
One day, we're gonna do a teach-a-thon.
These topics are very heavy off the jump.
And I think that's why I'm happy to have you both here with me on this show today, because we are going to talk a lot about some of the nuanced things that we deal with in dating. This is the first woman that I have on the show, and I feel like it's appropriate to allow her to have a safe space to complain or champion Black men in general, and just get her stuff off, because I got some stuff that I want to ask, and I want her to be unapologetic and real with me, just so I can get some perspective. So we got some topics lined up. Chelsea can help us off there in the corner. So the floor is y'all's.
All right, so the first question: what do you think a city girl is?
A city girl is a toy. That's what I said earlier. I'm gonna stick to it. A city girl is something nice you play with, and when you're done, you put it on the shelf. City girl can be a lot of fun. A city girl is a great time, but you have to be I'm not built for a city girl. I don't want a city girl long term. That's just not something I'm with. I can have a great experience with a city girl, but that's just not the life I want to live. I'm cool on it.
I just feel like a city girl is, we taking it out of context. I think we looking more into the rappers' lifestyles, the group lifestyles, versus like what they actually like, what they trying to say about themselves. Like, I feel like a city girl is somebody who's young and free, and not free
like
in the
city, like
just I'm able to go out, have some fun, worry about me. Like they rap about a lot of stuff. We can't deny that.
I like their songs. They be all right. They be sounding good.
I feel like
talking how they talking.
Yeah, city girls just girls who like to have fun, get dressed up, be cute.
I was like, she gonna do what?
Be out in the city. Like it's not like it's not a phase. Word. You can still be a city girl and be in a relationship. A city girl is just like the type of it's not really like how city girl don't have nothing to do with her. That's what we gotta clip. We gotta clamp that. The city girls have nothing to do with. It's about being able to get looks, but not have. You don't have to be. You can be looked, but you ain't gotta be touched. I like to go out and be cute, but that don't mean I'm going out for myself. I want to be cute for myself.
Okay.
That's the city girl vibe. Getting out being in the city.
That's fun. That's different. I'm thinking of when I think city girl, I think that the relationship is dependent upon how much money I'm spending.
Okay. Let's look up the urban
dictionary.
Yeah, let's get that going.
We got the facts going first time,
so we can see what a city girl means.
This might have to be a segment on the show. Urban dictionary. What a city girl? Tell me what a city girl is according to Urban Dictionary.
You know what? It could be, but you know, men. Let's be honest. Since it's called being a city girl, men take it differently.
Yeah, that's true. When I hear city girl, I don't think someone that I want to have long term. I think somebody I can bond with, make some memories, have some fun, go do some stuff. But I don't see I don't want to be committed to a city girl because I feel like she love the city.
We could.
You want the definition?
Let's get a definition.
The first Urban Dictionary definition. Excuse my language. A girl who don't.
Y'all gonna have to do y'all Googles on what a city girl definition is according to Urban Dictionary because it was a little vulgar and I be trying to have a good clean show.
Boom.
Okay. That's cool. I'm not knocking it.
He said, "All right, next."
That's cool. No, I'm saying that's cool. I'm country. And I grew up like old school principles, so it's like I want to have my say. So if you city girl, like I don't really want you to talk back when I say, "Hey, this is what we doing."
Oh, okay. Oh, we running into the submissive. We run into people. City girls can be submissive.
That definition does not sound submissive.
I mean,
but it did though.
It didn't say they weren't submissive.
She said she don't do her. She's gonna be unapologetically her, right? But that don't mean that she's not gonna listen or. This is also.
I'm learning here. I'm here to learn.
This is also a problem.
Okay.
A lot of men want women to submit to them, and they cannot be a man to submit to. You don't have that ability to make me submit.
Y'all hear that, broke boys? Y'all hear that? Y'all hear that? Men who don't know their emotions.
I'm not finna listen to no man who acted like a child.
You hear that, immature boys? Grow up. Because there's women out there that want to submit, but you got to be the man worth submitting to.
Amen. It should come natural at that point. I shouldn't have to think. I shouldn't have to. Oh my God. Okay, this is the time where I want to do this. Cause he said something. No, it should be a natural role. It shouldn't have to be something I have to bring myself to doing, and it's difficult.
Word.
That makes sense. Yeah.
Yeah, I feel you. I don't have these problems because I don't.
So you're not dating?
Like in a relationship?
Like you're not. Why are you single?
That's a great question.
Is it you? Are you the problem?
I like to take accountability for my actions. I don't believe that the reason why I'm single is a result of solely me though. I feel like a lot of my relationships ended because I was in a space that my partner wasn't ready to handle in my life. I don't think it's something because my track record is amazing. Any woman that I've dealt with in the past, they've improved since dealing with me, and I've improved. And I look at it like this: I can't be that bad of a person if the community of women that I've dealt with, their friends have tried to get at me after the fact.
Okay, so you would talk to their friends?
Depending on if the bond was there. Like
you spin the block on any. Do you spin the block? Do you
yeah, for sure. It's easy to spin the block if the terms of the breakup made sense.
Okay.
Like I don't just spin the block. Sometimes I spin the block just cause. Sometimes I do. These are great questions, by the way. I love this.
I'm just curious.
I'm good. I'm good to spin a block if it was fun.
I'm not spinning no block. I can't. Spinning the block is like we at a race car track. We going round and round and round. I can't spin the block because it's we at the time. But then you we and then you 30, and you wanted a ring by 25, and and it's okay to be whatever age. It's just that I don't want spinning the block to make me end up where I don't want to be.
That's fair. Yeah.
Temporary fun. That's cute. Temporary fun. But I think long term. You start thinking long term. You got this biological clock as a woman, and then you start thinking long term. Like, okay, they say geriatric pregnancies they tough. I can't be 30 and pregnant. Some people are. I can't be 34. Women think in that aspect.
I'm saying this as a man, and having women in my family that had children in their late 30s and 40s and just fine. I have to I respect your view.
If times are changing, medicine is changing.
And you do want to be a nurse, so you know about that.
Black women are not surviving at the bedside when they're having kids. And it's also because the bloodline and just things that we have to deal with as women going up, but black women are at risk.
That's why when I this fun fact about myself, whenever I'm looking at women that I see myself being with long term or like building something with, the first thing I check for is what their knees look like.
What they knees look like? Okay, so can we talk about the knees?
Yeah, if you got like a black woman, any woman, if they have thick knees, they gonna be able to have sturdy children. Just saying. Them little skinny knee women, them kids be weak. They be having a little ACL tears. They be all fried. Not just for sports.
So you like thicker women?
No, I don't discriminate.
But if she was skinny
I've had
with
the
thick
full
knees?
spectrum of size and shape and color. But like one of the things I check for is the knees. Like, do they look like a knuckle or do they look like a fist? Like, are you clumsy? Do you fall into stuff? Like, things like that matter.
I've never heard no man looking at nobody's knees.
I'm country. I grew up old school.
He knows something we don't.
I'm just saying, think about it. Think about it.
He knows something we don't. Thick knees.
Just saying, thick knees. If you look at, even outside of athletes, because you can look at athletes' parents. The women that had it, look at LeBron James' wife. You ever seen Savannah James' knees? Mm-mm. She played softball in college.
I ain't seen her.
30.
Oh, they thick.
Mm-hmm.
I never heard no man look
I say that with the utmost respect, LeBron. I don't want no smoke. But
women with little knees.
Yeah, it's gonna be hard for y'all. Unless you just got like a great mind and personality and you bringing peace. But yeah, physical appearance matters to me. But I can find the beauty in any woman.
I feel that. I feel like beauty's in the eye of the beholder. I can find a lot of people beautiful. And then also, I'm big on personality. Ooh.
It matters to an extent. As long as you can tell me I'm funny, that's all you need to be able to do.
No, not her personality. What if she not funny?
That's cool. I'm the comedian. Like, I want, as long as she laugh at my joke, that's a cheat code. If you watching this and you want to like be with me forever, laugh at my jokes and tell me I'm funny and tell me my fit hard and I'm gonna be cool.
Those are the top compliments that just.
Yeah, if you tell me I'm funny and you tell me my fit clean.
Do the girls be in your? Do a lot of women be in your DMs?
Not as many as people think, which is actually a great. Cause did you react to that post I put up the other day about do I look like I have a roster?
Oh no, I didn't want to say nothing because I went.
We can talk about it. We can talk about it.
I was like, I'm not voting. Some things I don't.
Do I look like I have a roster?
I could say it probably like you have about 2 or 3 people.
So a roster, and I look like I got a roster.
You know what? Can we define roster? Because I think a lot of times we kind of getting that word mixed up.
It's like how they say, "Do you look like you got the hose?" Do I look like I got the hose?
You like you got a couple.
I look like I got a couple.
Yeah, a couple. What you think?
Like
a couple, 2 or 3.
2 or 3.
2 or 3.
Solid 2.
Okay, cool.
Solid 2.
It looked like he committed to. It looked like he committed to his though. Like like he does man stuff. Like, oh, I'm gonna take you on a date. He. You know what I'm saying? It don't seem like you just got girls that you just like giving attention to. It seems like you do the whole 9. Looks can be deceiving though, ladies. I'm playing.
If you one of my hoes,
do you call them that?
No, but I'm just saying for the content, like comedy style, like how this is a podcast. I think what qualities, behaviors, traits in a man gives the energy of they got hoes.
Qualities, traits, and
personality. Like, what are the things
that they got hoes?
When you look at me, what gives? Oh, he got hoes.
You know what? See, I wouldn't describe what you have as hoes. See there, I would describe them as young ladies that you're entertaining. Options.
There we go.
Okay, there is a difference between options and hoes. But
I think what gives a man options is again what we said, not being a little boy. You know what I'm saying?
Not what gives him options. What makes him look like he has options, or what personality traits?
It's the manner in which you carry yourself
and the attention that you give. Like, I can tell if you have options if you're very lazy on the attention that you're going to give me. Like, and you know what? Sometimes it varies, but also like, if I know I'm this woman and I know what I'm capable of and I know what I possess, and you can barely give me any percentage. Oh, you're not texting back. You don't pick up phone call. Like, you can tell when somebody's interest is in multiple people. It's not hard to tell. But if you like a person, sometimes it's hard to step into reality of fixing those things. Worked a little bit hard. But I feel like people don't work that hard for relationships in younger ages. They work a little bit harder now. Everybody don't want to be single now all of a sudden. But it's a season. People want to be single during this month because we got this going on. And summertime, wintertime, I don't want to be single because that's when matching pajamas coming up. Valentine's Day coming up.
You
had matching pajamas before? Ooh.
Crazy.
Chelsea going through
you don't understand how, like, my friends and my brothers, boy, they got on my head. They was like, we cannot believe you're on matching pajamas. I just don't look like the
Were
type
you
to
in
do
a
it.
relationship?
I was so happy. Matching pajamas so much fun. I'm definitely getting ready. It's lit.
Okay, I'm going to make my way there in 2023 December.
Lit.
Okay.
Matching pajamas is lit.
Were you in a relationship with her?
Yeah.
Okay, that's good.
Matching pajamas is lit, for sure.
When in your relationships, I have a very, very big question.
Mm-hmm.
And Chelsea, you can chime in on this. I don't know. But do you delete the pictures of your you and your ex when y'all are done? Do y'all delete pictures from your previous relationships?
Yes.
Immediately, or do you wait until you get another one?
That's tough. In my past, immediately, because it was a way for me to heal. Like when the relationship ended and I knew it was done, everything got really. Whenever she broke up with me, it was like everything deleted, because I've only broken up with maybe 2 girlfriends in my life.
Oh.
Maybe just 2. One when I was in high school. I think, one in high school, and then the other was elementary school. But I mean, I don't really
So you
count.
don't have no pictures of you and no girl in your phone right now?
Nah.
Okay.
Nah, like, not from an ex. Well, now that I think about it, there's a video that she's in, but I done spliced it up as best I could, but it was like my birthday. I couldn't let that go.
Okay.
And more recently...
Oh, she's at your birthday?
Yeah, for sure.
This must be hard.
Nah, because I've been in a relationship. Ironically enough, the other day my parents were looking back at my old videos, and there was another video of one of my birthdays with an ex-girlfriend that I dated long term, and they still had it. And if in the past, I'd be like, yo, delete this. I don't want to see this ever again. But when I watched it, I was like, man, I was happy at that point in time in my life with that person.
That's nice.
So I have a different view about deleting the pictures and videos now than I did back then, because I feel like I'm mature enough to heal with some of those things.
How do you think that would make your next partner feel?
Part of it is communication. Like, I only had one 21st birthday.
Chelsea looking like...
I only had one 21st birthday. I only had one.
But are these pictures like group photos, or are these selfies?
Some of them are group photos.
Intimate
they're
stuff.
they're only group photos,
okay.
Group videos.
That's logical.
Nothing that is just her and I alone.
Okay.
They're only it's a third person there. Like, it might be my sibling in there, or like the other day it was a video of an ex-girlfriend, my cousins, and my parents doing line dances at my parents' house.
Have you always had an ex-girlfriend or a girlfriend in the moment to where she's invited to these?
Oh,
how many girls have met your family, if this is the case?
This is going to be very, very, very alarming for some people.
A trigger warning.
I like the way my siblings and I grew up. I'm not finna put my brothers in this. My fault, y'all. My bad. They go blow me up in the group chat later. The way we grew up and just how we brought it up. If we were in a relationship, even if we was dating, kicking it, you can meet my parents the first day. Like, we don't hide dates or nothing like that. With my last relationship.
Any woman that you are dealing with, you know that she's sophisticated and well put together enough to meet your parents.
Even if she was ratchet, if you a hood chick, and you rocking with me, you rocking with me. Like, my parents grew up different. Like, my mom, she had a very a rough childhood, and you don't judge a person by their upbringing. You judge them by how they treat you. Mm-hmm. What's up?
First, I don't think deleting exes don't show that you not healed. But that's just me as a person, as a Sagittarius. When I don't even do
the horoscope stuff.
But listen,
but a Sagittarius, I'm a Virgo.
I love Virgos.
But I'm gonna tell y'all right now, this is one Sagittarius out there that has ruined me. I'm hurt beyond repair.
It's okay,
girl. Why you do that?
A menace.
We love you.
But I got love for her for sure.
Mm-hmm. She come around, you gonna be like, yeah.
Nah, that's not good for my health. I can't do that. That one right. It's between her and 2 other girls at the time. One of them scratched my car. I feel like, I don't know if she did it. She said she didn't do it, and I think she cared about me enough not to do it at the time, but I'm not sure. But yeah, that was
what
real.
you do to get your cut?
Back to my original.
I'm sorry.
I'll explain that. We can do a cut.
Right.
Yeah, we can do a cut to how my car got scratched by 1 of 3 women, and yeah.
Okay, so as I was saying, as a Sagittarius, me as a person, right? I'm very loyal to a fault. Like if we rocking together, we gonna rock together hard. You could cross me 1,000,000 times and I would not care because I'm just loyal like that. But once I have drawn the line in the sand, that it is done, it is done. I don't talk to your mama no more. We ain't friends on Facebook. You out my life completely. And it's not that I don't want to look back on those times in my life and have memories, because I have memories. It's just you are no longer a part of my life. So why even keep that around? You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
It just, that's healing for me.
Okay.
Because we're done. If you are a person who is no longer part of my life, what do I leave a lingering of you around for? You get what I'm saying?
No, I'm not knocking it. I respect your view. It's some situations, like some moments in my life, I don't want to delete in spite of somebody that the relationship ended. Because in that moment, her and I were either in love or really cared about each other. That's how I look at it. Like, I'm not... The person that is present today is not the person in that moment when I was either really sad or...
But the love is lost. So.
Yeah, for sure.
So what's the point? That's my thought process.
He said,
it's gone.
I'm saying done. I'll say being in love and having love is 2 different things. If any one of my exes reached out to me and they was down bad, depending on the ex, I'll look out for. Like, it's one ex that I don't talk to at all, but if something tragic happened and she needs some help, I would help her because she helped me in a tragic moment in my life.
No, I'm sorry.
But I'm gonna talk to, if I'm in a relationship or married, I'm gonna talk to my wife about it though.
None of them.
But like,
and if your wife don't approve, what happens?
then I'm working with my wife.
Okay.
Yeah, no, like that's
okay.
Yeah, I ain't one of them type of.
I see where you both coming from. I get the memories, and I also get like this is no longer a part
of
me.
Absolutely.
So
yeah,
no
like the silly stuff gotta go. Like the dates that gotta go. But I'm talking about like my birthday is if my family there.
Edit the picture.
That's. I feel like that's just like even editing it.
It's doing a lot.
You know that if it's my mama, her, my brother, and I gotta try to crop and edit, and the girl got whatever.
Technology is advanced.
I'm not knocking it. I'm not knocking it at all. I just
Chelsea say get them out of here.
Hey, I respect your view. We just view it differently. Yeah. I feel you though. I was in a space like that in my life where everything just got deleted. Like I hate it because I had some really good moments where I had to delete them because I wasn't able to process separating that person from that moment. But now it's all good.
I get that.
Yeah, now it's all good though. It only is awkward if like the person is either in a relationship now with somebody that I know personally, like married, because that's when I feel bad. Like I got a really good. Yeah, like it happened to me earlier today. I was on Snapchat and I had this memory. One of my memories popped up at a really fun event that I was at, and I'm not gonna get too many details because people could put 2 and 2 together. Yeah, but
I do bigger math than that.
Man, they'll find out. But I went somewhere with this young lady. We had a great time. We actually ran into a celebrity and I recorded it. She was in the video, but she married now. I cannot post that.
Yeah,
like that. I cannot do a throwback. She's right in the beginning of the clip.
Okay.
So
was
she in the beginning of the clip? You heard that?
Was it friendship? Was it friendship or was it?
Oh,
I mean, obviously it was more. Oh, okay.
Yeah, it was, at the time.
Yeah.
At the time I was visiting her. That was our weekend together.
Okay.
Yeah, that just got to go in the memories. Like, oh man, that was dope, and leave it at that.
If she married, I would have deleted it. But I feel. Listen, but you said married. She's married now.
Yeah, but I'll never post it.
Okay.
Yeah, they'll never see it on that. Yeah. Yeah, I met a really cool
Okay.
Yeah.
Celebrities in the video. My bad.
Yeah,
my bad.
It's like, hey, shawty.
Keep the video. Okay, my bad. Okay. So we talked about people being introduced to your parents. Mm-hmm. Let's talk about being introduced to the world. When you feel some type of way about a woman, when do you say, she's going on my social media, she's going on my story, or you just kind of be vibing with it?
I'm vibing with it. I know that if it's somebody that I want to protect from having to deal with other women saying, oh, he was talking to me last week or last month.
Were you talking to people last week if you post a girl?
Depending on, sometimes I have, in the past. or like if I'm out with someone or they in the mix. Like it always get tricky around the birthdays. It's like multiple women posting you and you don't know which one is saying bruh or sis in context.
Okay.
But I'm big on not posting until it's like we locked in.
Yeah.
But it's like if I'm sharing an experience with somebody and they're in the experience, it's not that big.
It's just like I'm gonna just post this because it's what we're doing.
Yeah,
not
it's what I'm
so
doing, not showing off the person.
Okay.
Yeah, but like I mean, even more so, it's like compete. Like you see me out with something, like what you wanna do?
I never used the term compete. Men don't compete here. Men don't compete at all, actually.
Some do, some don't. It's a thing. I look at myself as somebody that just shows up.
Nobody be.
If I want something, I'm gonna be intentional about it. But
So
there's only so much effort that I'm putting in to show you that I'm rocking with you.
Okay.
So it's like I'm established. Like I see something in you and I want to build with you. If you rocking with me,
how soon do you know that? How soon do you know that?
After a couple of days of just talking to him. Yeah, I'm quick with it. Like
Okay.
I have a good measure of communicating to understand what a person can bring to my life or take from my life. And that's how I go with it.
Okay.
But yeah. So how my car got scratched?
You got to be a down bad man to get your car.
I wasn't
scratched.
down bad. I think that they bit off more than they could chew dealing with me at the time. Like, I've always been honest when I've dealt with multiple women at the same time, just out of respect. But it's like, don't ask questions you don't know the answer to, because I'm gonna tell you the truth. So like at the time I was seeing, I wasn't even seeing them all at the same time. It was just a significant enough overlap in communication. So like, yeah, one of them, my main.
You titled a main.
Yeah, for sure. There's always a main. If you got a roster, there's always a main.
Come on now.
Does the main always depend on longevity, or is it?
Nah, that's about performance. Like I'm incentive based. The one that is the most valuable is the one that shows up for you the way you need it the most, how you need it the most.
Okay.
So it's like, yeah, I don't care if you've been rocking with me for 10 years, but you ain't worked nothing. It's just like, hey, I was dealing with 3 women, and I had just bought a new car. I was so happy about that. And
it's always when they get a new car.
Man, but the thing was, I had this was before I had the camera in the car too. Somebody scratched it. And I asked all 3 of them, did you scratch my car?
Oh.
And then
that's all 3.
Yeah, and then she was
now everybody know you dealing with.
Well, they already knew because somebody got mad. Somebody liked me more than that. That was the one you wanted to keep. The one that was mad enough to scratch the car, that's the one that kept. So I was trying to find out who was really rocking with me for real. So that was like, now it's the other girl. I said, no, I asked her. She said she didn't do it.
Ooh.
That's a little toxic, Cameron.
That's not
you
toxic.
might as well put them in a group chat.
Right.
Nah,
let them scrap.
No. That's too wild. Well, what ended up happening, the reason why I got found out was because one of them was roommates with the girl teammate. Okay. So the girl... not saying names. Y'all gotta pay for that. I'm gonna edit this. So, girl, group chat like, is anybody else messing with Young? Cause that's my dude. And
claim you.
Yeah, she claimed me, and then it was just bad for business because other girls.
Were you claiming anyone?
Except for Maine.
You was claiming Maine?
When I was with him, I claimed all of them. Like, this one I'm rocking with, this one I'm rocking with.
Oh, when you out in public and you see people?
Yeah, if we out in public.
Oh, but you weren't claiming them like, okay, so if you were talking to somebody, you wouldn't be like, that's my girl. No. But if we went out in public, you'd be like, okay, this is who I'm with right now.
Well, yeah, it's who I'm with right now.
Okay.
It's who I'm with right now. So, yeah, they found out because she put it in the group chat. And then the other one was wild. And the third one, I think she just got wind of it somehow, some way. And somebody scratched my car. I asked all 3 of them, like, did you scratch my car? And they all said, no, it's the other girl. And
who was Maine in this? Who was Maine?
The girl on the team. The girl that was on the team. That's the Sagittarius, boy.
Oh, that's the one?
My Sag sister.
Savage.
That's the one? Okay.
Yeah.
That's tough.
She spent the block on my head top. She did me greased. She learned me a lesson. I think that's what it was. Because she came back into my life temporarily. She came back into my life temporarily and left. I thought it was gonna work this time. I was ready to.
Oh, you was ready to commit?
I was locked in on that. I was like, look, baby.
Oh, yeah, she got you.
I put her on my Instagram for a day. We was on a little date. Yeah. But I ain't tripping though. It's like my stock go up if I post something, so I don't even trip. Like, if I post me with somebody, it's just gonna do numbers. Somebody gonna ask questions. It's just like the other day when I put the whole, I got a roster thing.
What the votes look like?
So it was just a funny picture of me. And it was just like, do I look like I have a roster? Mm-hmm. And everybody, it was like 85% yes, 15% no.
Okay.
And it was just funny because it was a girl that was on my roster at a point in time that said no. And I was just like, that's why you was so low in the ranking, because you didn't recognize.
You thought you was the only one.
Nah, you just didn't recognize.
People who usually think they don't. Oh no, people who usually think they the only one underperform sometimes.
No, I'm saying like she just. I think she didn't realize how cold I am, and I think that's the problem. Like, I don't know if she think I'm just like a nerdy regular dude. It's just like, oh, cause she I don't know if she's still about it. She might be retired about a girl, but it's like when you're dealing with certain types of dudes that be tricking and big jewelry and in the nightlife, and
you don't look
and
like
I don't
that
look like that. I could, but it's just not smart to me.
Yeah,
that's not my.
Why a bottle girl?
Why
a bottle girl?
Why not? Bottle girls are people too.
They are people.
But she wasn't a bottle girl when we first started dating, though. She became one.
Yeah, you know, some people bottle girl for a lifestyle, and some
and
people do it for a job.
I think bottle girls are dope. I would date a bottle girl. Mm-hmm. Like, I don't discriminate.
Yeah,
I date a stripper. It's just like, it's just, hey, there's some form of independence there. There's a go-getter in there somewhere. There's a go-getter in there somewhere.
Stripper?
Yeah, I don't have a problem with that.
Okay.
Girls do it. Women that I know post themselves candidly for free on the internet at all times.
Yeah.
So
and somebody out there getting paid.
Yeah, somebody. At least you making money off of it. Yeah, it's a job.
You have any stripper friends?
Yeah, actually, I'm related to strippers.
Okay.
Yeah, I own the judge.
All right, now. Mm-hmm. You go to the strip club often?
No, I don't do that. I've only been to the strip club once in my life. I don't. That's just tricking to me. I don't do that.
Oh, that's tricking.
Unless somebody is getting married. The only time I will excuse throwing money at the strip club is somebody's getting married and we celebrating.
Okay.
I don't go to the strip club recreationally.
Why?
Because it's free.
Free for them. But these girls are out here and they dancing.
They working hard. That's just not my type of entertainment. I can get that for free.
On the internet?
No, from real life. If you just talk to a woman that's creative, or a woman that like you enough to want to do that.
Oh, okay. This should be a strip.
Yeah.
Okay, this is intense. Okay.
Just think about it.
I'm thinking about it.
Yeah, like you can.
Yeah,
if you really like somebody, you'll be creative for them.
I don't know how creative we're talking, but I'll need something here.
I'm saying like in the confines of the relationship.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah,
I think that's one of them.
Play strip club like your girlfriend. Like, hey, I got.
Is there real money involved in playing strip club?
If it's my so I have a dating budget that I use. So like every month I say
dating budget.
Yeah. I've always had that too.
It's my first time hearing this.
Yeah, like so. Taking it back to like even high school, my mom she was very progressive in her teaching us about relationships and how you should court women and treat women. Mm-hmm. So I feel like I have a very progressive thought about that. My mom told me like around the holidays, like, hey, any girl that you kiss, you need to get her a Christmas gift. That's context, kiss.
Yeah.
Any girl that you kiss.
Is that a rule? That's been a rule for you always?
Oh, all the time. Every
what kind of Christmas gift we talking? What you getting?
Within my budget, I made it work. Like.
So do you still have a budget right now? If you're not dating, do you still put money aside for when you do begin dating? Well,
I spend it on myself, but like when I'm introduced to a relationship or I'm serious about somebody, I allocate money in that budget for us to spend time together and make memories. So like in college, when I had options, when Christmas time came around, every girl got a gift.
Do women ever pay for dates?
For me? You? Sometimes I'm not opposed to it. Yeah. It just showed because part of that budget is when the budget gone, ain't no more dates. Like you gotta wait till next month.
But you managing the budget pretty well to where okay, we got enough dates throughout the month.
But more so like, hey, I've had a situation where a woman wanted to go on a date to some restaurant, like that was something she was really adamant about, but it was over the budget, and I was like, hey, look, I have the bill up until X amount of dollars. And it was a choice. And I was like, oh, okay. And I was like, that's the only... And by that time, she already knew that was the only thing we was doing that month because it was out the budget. And that happened a couple times actually. But in that moment, I was thinking of, she was like, "That's cool. I'll pick up the whatever, the difference." And it was alright. But we had built up the equity in the relationship to where.
Okay. Love bombing and dating in 2023. How we feel about that?
You gotta teach me what love bombing is.
It's generally just putting it. It's when somebody is coming on very, very strong.
Applying pressure.
Yeah,
that's what it is. Yeah.
Let's talk about it, because applying pressure is not the same thing. Applying pressure is at a nice and moderate rate. You know, you show your interest in me, but some people overstep their boundaries in showing their interest.
How does that? What does that look like?
You know what? It looks like clinginess within the first couple of days. Like you're already starting your future with me, and you've only talked to me for 24 hours, and I barely even showed you how I felt, and you're already like, okay, I want us to do A, B, and C. I like you this very much. I can see this with you, and you're kind of scaring me because honestly, you don't even know my last name. You don't know nothing about me, and I get it. Sometimes people can give you good vibes and good, good feels, but sometimes it's easy to take that in and actually deliver those. It's like saying I love you on the first date. You know you don't. And love comes fast. I'm in love with you on the first date. Like, you don't even know me that well. I've had people like, oh, Bree, I just love your personality. I know who you are. You don't even know me. You know me from Instagram. And this is becoming very weird for me. People love bomb people all the time. And then just trying to convince you that I like you to let your guard down. I don't think...
Oh, that sounds like a new tactic.
It is a tactic. It's a tactic to make you feel loved, and then they strip you away of it. It's
manipulation.
It's just love bombing is just dating in 2023 is sad. Dating.
I don't think so. That's lit.
As a man or as a woman, like what are you looking for when you date?
When I date, I'm looking for somebody that I'm attracted to. Somebody that I can have fun doing things in terms of my space of what I enjoy.
What's your end game?
It depends on the person. If I'm dating somebody that I see myself like long term with, then it's marriage.
You know what?
If I'm dating somebody that I see like, hey, this would be good for this season of my life, like we having fun, we kicking it, then cool. But I'm open to think. I've been in a situation where I've dated somebody that I thought was seasonal, and they end up being the one to hold it down.
So let's talk about this.
What's up?
Because you get to determine the pace, not a woman. Women get to determine a lot. Don't get me wrong, but sometimes some women don't know when the end is the end. It's a lot of manipulation going on between women and men. I feel like it goes both ways, but from my perspective, I feel like a man sets the pace if he's a man. So if I'm waiting, if we talking, and you don't want to, I'm not asking you to take me out. So that means you set the pace, and then also he determines when he wants you to be his girlfriend. I mean, you can determine how long you're gonna wait. You can be like, all right, you know what? I was only looking to date for 6 months. After this, I can't do it no more. You can do that, but even if you put in all your time and all your applying pressure in this 6 months, I hate to say we don't want to say wasted time, but it's time allocated for you to step up to the plate, and then I didn't put 6 months into one person. And now we got to start all over with what's your favorite color. You get what I'm saying?
That's why I did that survey on a couple episodes back about the compatibility. You can avoid all of what's your favorite color if you just ask like the stuff that...
Some people play compatible though. Have you ever experienced that?
Yeah, for sure. But it's a choice too. Like, when somebody's selling you a dream, it's just how much you want to buy it. You don't? I'm asking.
Like, do I know when somebody's selling me a dream?
How can I help you as a man understand, like, have a better guide of like dealing with stuff like that? What do you think?
That's a really good question.
That's how I be. That's how I be doing it. That's a little game right there for you folks.
It's a really good question because honestly, you can only give me advice, but if I'm not messing with men who are adult and who are emotionally available, it ain't gonna work. How do we weed out these men who are not men? How do you weed out a man who's not a man?
By intention, by conversation. Just actions. I hate to say it, but actions speak way louder than words. You know what I'm saying? We're at this age now where we're all adults. Everybody got a life. Everybody got a 9 to 5, hopefully. You got a social life outside of me. You got family. So people get busy. We get that. But a man is gonna communicate with you. Hey, I'm doing X, Y, and Z. Not that he has to because you forcing him to, but just because. You know what I'm saying? Somebody who ain't got no intentions of it going anywhere is gonna keep you in the dark and have you waiting like, damn, I ain't heard from this nigga in 3 days.
When do I cut a man off? When do you cut a man off?
When do you cut a man off? For me, when I feel like my time is wasted, and that could be 2 weeks in at this point in life.
You got a girl, you like her.
I'm single.
This is a
hypothetical. This is a show.
Hypothetically speaking, you have a woman that you're interested in, and y'all having good conversations over the phone, but she keep ducking and dodging you every time you say, "Let's go out." When do you start saying, you know what? Actually, I'm gonna stop messing with old girl. I'm gonna stop talking to old girl because she doesn't want to go out. What if it's been 3 months and all you live in the same city? It's been 3 months. She has yet to try to go out with you, but y'all get on the phone, y'all FaceTime, y'all text, y'all have wonderful conversations, but y'all ain't went out yet. She keep ducking it out. Oh, I'm busy. I got work. You know? You see her out on Instagram. What you gonna do?
And I put up with this for 3 months.
Yeah. 3 months have went by.
I wouldn't be in that position being like 3 months. I look at it like I'm petty at times. So if you dodge the date for like 2 weekends or 2 opportunities, now I gotta go out with somebody else and do the things.
Oh, but are you gonna show that you went out with somebody else to do the things?
I put a reel up or a little post. Like if I say, hey, you want to go to Putt Shack, like the little putt place, and Shorty say no,
and then you take somebody else and
I'm gonna just be it's like, hey, I was here, and it's just like I've had that happen where it's like, wait, did you take somebody else to do this? I was like, yeah.
Because you was wasting my time. That sucks for the girls. That hurt.
It ain't hurt bad enough.
But you know, it hurt her ego.
Yeah, but not bad enough because if she didn't change. And that's something, something you can use right there. Ta-da.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, people play with you as long as you want them to play with you.
Yeah, I ain't letting nobody play with me.
Yeah, like me.
We're done. It's a wrap.
I let women know what they mess up with in my life. Like, I'm gonna try to spin the block, or when I deny them certain access to me, I'll even explain why.
Is homecoming a spin the block moment for you?
I'm a Hall of Famer, so it's
what that mean?
I'm a.
You ain't hang your jersey up yet?
I'm a Hall of Famer. Like, I don't even have the jersey. Like, no, when you're in the Hall of Fame, like, you can't wait. You can't suit up no more. You retired. Like, I done been there, done that, got the T-shirt. Like, I done had the ceremony and everything. I done spent the block on
everything possible at homecoming.
Well, not everyone. Like, let me clarify. The ones I wanted to.
Yeah.
Like, some of them was no regard. Like, no. But to terms of, does that excite me the same way it did? Nah. It was cool in undergrad and in grad school because I was there. But once I graduated, ever since I've been removed from PV, I had no desire to spin a block because I was with somebody else. Like, ever since I've left Prairie View, I've been with someone around homecoming. So I didn't want to spin the block per se. Now that don't mean I ain't interact with somebody from my past, but like as far as try to hook up or reestablish a relationship, nah. Like the most previous homecoming, I was with somebody at homecoming, so I wasn't trying to like.
Were they on your arm?
Yeah, for sure. We had a great time. It was dope.
Okay.
Yeah, that was like. I think that was my second homecoming where I was committed to someone and with them, so it was cool. Like I fare well being with someone in a setting like homecoming or on a date because I'm comfortable with like being with just one person.
Yeah, I feel
so it's like I don't have the fear of missing out when it comes to being like at a homecoming and with somebody.
Seen and getting attention.
Like because this gonna happen regardless. Like your old work go see you with somebody and be like, I ain't know if I can speak.
Your old what?
Old work. Old work. Yes,
you call it old work?
Mm-hmm. Old work.
That's like
at this most recent homecoming, my old work, they saw me at the homecoming. They saw me who I was with at the time, and
PB alumni. Was she a PB alum?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so it was just like
old work.
Yeah, so some of them made it awkward for themselves.
Oh,
because
yeah,
I'm the type of person, like, if I'm with somebody, I will not put my significant other, somebody I'm with, in a position to be embarrassed. Mm-hmm. So, like, if we going on a date and we were locked in, I'm going to let you know who I used to be, like, who the old work is. And I'm going to let you know if she being petty or not. I think that's, like, the respect thing.
I'm going to have to start using that old work.
Yeah, like, if I'm at, like, when I was at homecoming, I would just say, like, hey, just so you know, I messed with her, I didn't mess with her. I messed with her homegirl. She's, like, that was a friend hug. That wasn't a I miss you hug. Or she ain't looking at me because she had me. She looking at me because she remembered me and trying to find out where.
In the sea of all this reassurance, do you feel like that's overwhelming for you to do, or you feel like this is just like?
Nah, it's me. I knew what I was doing when I was dealing with the people I was dealing with in the past, and more so, it gets to a point to where I've had, like, women tell me, like, I don't want to know who all you done dealt with.
I think I prefer it that way.
Yeah, it's because I do have an extensive dating history.
So with your extensive dating history, have you, like, been on the verge of wanting to be engaged with one person?
Oh yeah, for sure.
You ain't never proposed?
I was close.
How close we talking? Like, ring close, decorate? Like, what we talking? How close we talking?
Yeah, like, I knew the ring size and everything. Like,
you didn't buy it though.
No, I didn't buy it. I had the plans to, but I didn't buy it. Ironically enough, we broke up right before I was finna get to that point in my life. With
She
her.
married now? In a relationship?
I don't know. I don't interact with her.
What?
I don't interact with her.
I was just giving applause.
Okay.
No, I don't
Just
interact
curious,
with her.
you never know.
Yeah, sure, I definitely been there where I could marry someone, but it just ain't work out. So everything happened for a reason.
Okay.
Yeah, that was a season of my life.
I hate to ask, are you appreciative that you didn't get married to this woman?
That's a good question. I think about how my life was when I was with that person, and I think it was good for that version of me. Mm-hmm. I don't know if it serves the version of who I am now to this day the same way.
Okay.
So, nah, I don't. I don't use the word. I don't like using the phrase "dodge the bullet." I think that by her and I not getting engaged or married, I prevented myself from having to deal with a different type of struggle.
That's good.
But I didn't have a regret.
Okay, that's good.
Like, it's only one woman in this world that I regret, and she's married now. And we got closure before she got engaged, before she got married. We had good closure. I messed that up totally.
You feel like you messed it
up? Oh, I know I did. Because I was...
Would you feel like you messed it up if she was not married?
No. Like, what I mean is, this young lady and I, we had history. Like, this is my high school, like, the love of my life from high school. I messed it up going to PV, wanting to have an experience.
But your experience is still...
It shaped me. Yeah, it shaped me. But it was like...
Just imagine if you took
if I
her.
didn't have the experience. Yeah. No, but the thing is, I could have been committed to her.
Yeah,
but I just was like, hey, I'm...
Do you really
want to
be committed at that young of an age?
I mean, it's double respect. She's married now. Had I committed to that relationship and had the wisdom to know the pros and cons, I'd have been good. I just wouldn't have had the level of success that I've had because I would have been building up in a marriage and a relationship.
I love that. I love the high school to college, but I don't believe that it would work.
Oh, it would have worked with her because, like, we grew up in the same community. Mm-hmm. We went to high school together. I had a good relationship with her parents. Like, she had a good relationship with mine.
So you just don't feel like you would have outgrown her?
Hell no. Nah, we would have been green.
I feel like
she got a good head on her shoulder. She's supportive. At the time when I wasn't mature enough for a relationship, meaning that I didn't understand compromise, I wanted things, because I grew up kind of different. Like, I was very stubborn as a kid, and my upbringing kind of warped my mentality. So I had to grow out of that and become more mature and understanding and willing to be compassionate, empathetic, open up. And she loved me in spite of all that stuff. So it's like, if I would have grown into the man I am today for her, the rockets to the moon.
But do you just curious do you believe you would be the man you are today if y'all would have kept that steady pace? It could have been different.
Nah, I would have been, because I'm looking at it like we would have had a conversation. I feel like she would have supported me going to grad school, and she would have supported me doing this, like what I'm doing in my career.
When did y'all date? When was y'all last final time dating?
My freshman year of college.
I just feel like you couldn't have known to be I I feel like nobody's mature enough to be in such a long term. I get the high school relationships, they do work. I see a lot of people get married to their high school sweetheart. I love seeing that, but I also feel like some people don't be in the capacity to grow with each other out of high school into college, out of college into marriage. It's a long road, and you have to seriously be committed. And for you to I get what you're saying, but could you really think you would have that same mindset as you do now? You weren't meant to have that mindset as a freshman male.
But my experiences from high school and the struggles that I had to overcome with just my self-perception, my upbringing, my relationship with family members and stuff, for her to be able to love me and care for me through those things.
Yeah, she kind of had a better understanding.
Yeah, it was just like she's a solid woman. So, and I know I messed up.
Y'all don't talk at all now?
Nah, we don't. Out of respect.
Not even a friendship.
Well, we still friends on Facebook, but I don't interact with her Facebook out of because she's married, and I respect. Like I don't like after we got our because we got our closure in 2019. 2019, spring 19. We got that closure. She called me. It was a couple days for Valentine's. I'll never forget. We just had like an hour-long conversation where she just told me she forgave me for what I put her through, and I apologized, and we like prayed for each other, and that was that. And we just like that was the end of it.
The last conversation.
Yeah, I definitely tried to. I tried to get back to her, but she wasn't having it, and I was like, I got it. When she stopped, like, hey, I just wanted to forgive you. And I was like, bet. And I left it alone. It was nothing but the best for her.
Oh, you ain't Chase. Okay.
Oh, no. I don't. Live your life.
Okay.
But yeah, definitely. It's a good memory right there. We chop it up. I know that was kind of heavy. Like,
it was a lot. So I didn't know if we could keep going or...